WNBF World Champion, lifetime natural. You cannot be serious. You literally, John McEnroe throwing his tennis racket, cannot be serious. If Funko Pop made fake natties. Thank you, see you next week. I'm James, welcome, come in, you can never leave. Do they actually sell food in supermarkets anymore, or is it just 30,000 Funko Pops? Talking of which...
I know you exercise a lot. You used to be jacked.
I know.
Carrot top on getting jacked.
I started just going to the gym every day. Like, I'd go 3 hours a day, literally.
3 hours of lifting?
Yeah.
3 hours and a few evenings spent with Kirill, I reckon. Did he synthol the old Delt Vaders? Recommission the extra virgin olive oil?
Born and raised, I was 135, 140 my whole life, and then I went to like 185. People were like, what?
But that is a thing, though, when you get really jacked on stage, it becomes a distraction.
It did, yeah, it did.
To be fair, no wonder the crowd were getting distracted. I feel like he worked out for 3 hours a day doesn't quite cover it. I have a few questions. Our mum's a big star on OnlyFans. The phrase, "Mum, you're embarrassing me," just took on a new meaning. Just never go online for the rest of your lives again, fellas, and you'll be fine. Or never go to school, you know, ever again. Your mum jokes will be way too easy. That is almost about as awkward as the king of diet having an OnlyFans. You know, the king of binge eating. What does that guy offer for $50 a month? And how is he using those 300 eggs?
We have created our own
Breaking news from January 2022, Logan Paul and KSI released their Prime Energy drink.
drink company. Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen,
I zoned out.
2022, it's a year of love.
Year of love.
It's the year of love.
Does he always giggle like that, or just when he's about to make another 100 mil? Because they both need it.
And we've created a hydration beverage called Prime Hydration to rival some of the biggest companies on earth.
Yes.
Pepsi, Coke, Gatorade, Powerade.
We're against literally all the big companies, all right? Us little guys.
Just a couple of the little guys taking on the industry with tens of millions of dollars behind them. Am I the only one that thinks they look like crayons? Don't eat them or drink them. This is it, isn't it? The new thing. Every influencer ever just peddling energy drinks to their teenage audience to fuel that lifestyle of, you know, smashing emojis and OMG into Insta Live. The amount of cringe coming your way in 2022 from these two, let's just say, will be significant. How much is Prime? Not enough, Bezos, am I right? Stood there being hosed down like a TRT statue. At this time, little is known about the contents of Prime except that it includes 10% coconut water. I bet it's From my delve into energy drinks, I'm pretty sure this will just be another flavoured caffeine drink with underdose label fillers like G Fuel by KSI. I made a video about that, going through the label and explaining scientifically the ingredients and the amounts and why it is trash for anyone interested, and I labelled the video G Fuel is trash for clarity. And so I have delved into energy drinks in this playlist and scientifically analysed the labels, and we see the same thing, whether it's G Fuel, Zoa, Zero by Bilzerian, over-marketed, overhyped, underdosed drinks where the actual marketing claims and performance claims made don't match the actual ingredients in the product. Let's just say I'm not optimistic for Prime. Optimus Prime, there's a joke in there somewhere. I photographed a bulbous headed naked alien. It wasn't me, shut up. But may I say, what a good looking bulbous headed alien it is. Let's just say I am a fan of the bulbous head. The photograph, which shows a strange bulbous headed figure, us bulbous headed ones always getting caught running naked in the forest at night, the Liver King. So the Liver King has a slightly flawed projection of train like your ancestors, the caveman lifestyle, whilst being enhanced, which absolutely affects his ability to perform athletically, to recover, to develop certain physical aesthetics, because cavemen clearly had plenty of access to gear, a bit of bone soup and D-bol for dinner. And so I made a video on that, and my very best Fred Flintstone was an on-trend joke. I sat on the fence with the title. And so as it happens, and I didn't know this before, and members of this community led me down this path, the Liver King insinuates, certainly implies over many posts, that he may be natural, or at the very least that his physique and supraphysiological amounts of muscle have been caused by raw meat and not the pets. Genuinely, and people vehemently, is that a word? At least I don't have to write it down, defend his natty status in his comment section. That is a dodgy defense of Newcastle's.
To the haters who claim all kinds of things about Liver King's gains.
That they're not natural, and it's not called being a hater, it's called being honest.
You're right, I am sly. I do have secrets. I am taking shortcuts.
Okay, so it sounds like he's going to be transparent here about the peds.
If the shortcut you refer to is putting in the work whilst others bask in the illusion of comfort, of that I am 100% guilty. Now leave Liver King to rest.
It's always a little bit weird, don't you find, when people talk about themselves in the third person? So this common sense fella leaves a perfect comment. The guy isn't actually natty, but I admire the work ethic. Exactly how I feel, perfectly summed up. And then a Liver King follower, which tenet is this, starts slamming the bloke defending Liver King's natty status. Your opinion is trash, do you even lift, and could you tell natural from non-natty? Rational, if anything. Well, yes, because the guy has eyes. And if you're watching my video and by any chance you think the Liver King is natural, you are being stupid. You can follow him, you can like him, you can love his stuff. That's absolutely fine, that's your choice. But if you think that he's natural and that raw meat is the secret to those gains, go and sit in the naughty corner and don't come out till the teacher lets you out. The scary one from Matilda. Which nicely leads us to an epidemic in fitness that I didn't know existed until recently when I made this video. So we're all aware of the fake natty fitness influencer, the simians, etc. We all know that. But it appears that in professional bodybuilding and physique competitions, this is also a massive problem. And because they are a sport, it's just straight cheating. So bodybuilding and physique competitions, for example, are known to be enhanced. It is what it is, everyone knows, and so from that point of view, it's a level playing field. Then there are the natural competitions, which are less publicized, there's less prize money, the athletes are perhaps less famous, but they're for people that don't want to be in the mainstream enhanced bodybuilding competitions. So which line do you think Miguel Iniesta joined? No, not the little magician, but this guy. The melons on this guy. I mean, Miguel, you know people have eyes, don't you? Clearly not these bodybuilding federations, but you know the bulbous headed aliens like me do when we're not running around naked at night. And so I had no idea how widespread cheating, let's call it what it is in the sport of bodybuilding and physique and fitness competitions. With juiced up jokers moving into natural competitions so they can hold up their medals on Instagram. Who came second? I would love to see the face of the guy who came second. And so I found him. His name is Barack. He came second and he looks completely natural, stood there trying not to look confused like he's ended up at the wrong birthday party. Poor guy, he's been on chicken breast and broccoli for the last year. And then along comes Miguel, banging on his chest like the legendary natty he is. I mean, to be clear, not a chance, mate. Not a chance on this round earth, and yes, it's a round earth, are you the true natural champion? And this is only scratching the surface. I'm sure there are countless other cases of this in the sport of bodybuilding and fitness competitions. I mean, son, you train hard. You train really, really hard. You can tag natural as much as you want, but sometimes people lie so much and for so often that they start believing the lie. Cali Muscle, Cali's back on the juice, the vegetable juice. I see what you did there, very smart. And I'm hopeful he will reconsider the Peds mukbang lifestyle, as he seems to be doing now. And obviously he did have a health scare, and of course no one wants to see him have those issues, and of course I do wish him a good recovery, and he seems to have recovered well now. But my main issue with Cali Muscle is that he sells terrible supplements. Oh, the fart noise has gone off. That must mean unintentional comedy alert. Cali Muscle, real name Chuck Kirkendall, has dropped his new supplement, and it comes with a t-shirt, so I know it's legit. So I'm going to do this differently. If you released a pre-workout and I challenged you to make the most stupid label you could ever make, I think you see where this is going, what would you put? Go Wild Prop Blend? I mean, my word, that is next level lazy hilarious. He just labelled it Prop Blend. That is amazing. I mean, does he just not care at all about the consumer, or does he genuinely not know how dumb that is? Normally supplement shysters will label it Performance Matrix or Biological Bro Blend or something like that to try and pretend that it is in any way decent. Chuck, it's just a bang average prop blend. Put that as pixelated as possible. It looks like it's been done in Microsoft Paint. That is my level of graphic design skills. And for $40, you can try and guess what's in it. So the evidence-based range for L-citrulline for performance is 6,000 to 8,000 milligrams. And your total prop blend is 9,102 grams. You don't mean grams there, do you? You must mean milligrams. This is getting ridiculous. Not only he just writes prop blend, but the amount is not in grams, mate, is it? Or that would be ridiculously large. And you are selling this to people to put in their bodies. I mean, you haven't even put the correct measurement next to your prop blend, which makes it even more impossible for people to guess if the ingredients are well dosed. The only thing we know is 350 milligrams caffeine, which is a huge amount, and that would be 0.35 grams, Chuck. How does 0.35 fit into your 9,102? And for anyone new to prop blends, let me translate. They're rubbish. We're putting small amounts of ingredients in our product so that we can keep costs low and maximize profit margins, and then hiding it on the label. If you want to project yourself as a sincere fitness professional and not just a straight rinsing people for money, you cannot sell a prop blend like this. Do you know what I would rather have than wild blackberry flavor Go Wild? Wild blackberries. Go Wild, the long-awaited pump product from HiFi Life that will make you go wild in your workout. Go Wild has a non-stim formula, but it has 350 milligrams caffeine in it, mate, which helps increase the nitric oxide levels and increasing the lactic acid threshold to help you get that extra pump while dropping serious weight. Make sure you get ready to go wild with this insane pump. Best if stacked with HiFi Mud and HiFi Aminos, of course. So don't be jealous. Good night.